morning, boys and girls. I'm Miss Lydia from the Boston Library. Thank you for joining me for story time. Today we are reading stories about bikes. Our first book is called Froggy Rides a Bike by Jonathan London, illustrated by Frank Remkowitz. Froggy looked out the window. His shiny new bike gleamed in the sun. "Yippee!" he said, and he flopped outside and hopped on his bike, flop, flop, bing, and took off. He pedaled so fast that soon he was going about 1,000,000 miles an hour. He pedaled so fast that soon he was flying high in the sky. Whee! And there was his dad far, far below, calling, "Froggy!" Froggy stopped flying. He was falling, falling. He woke up and rubbed his eyes. He was dreaming. "Rise and shine, Froggy," said his dad. "Today's the day we get your bike." "Yippee!" cried Froggy, and he bounced out of bed and flopped into the kitchen. Flop, flop, flop. "Let's go," said Froggy. "Okay," said his dad, "but first you have to get dressed." "Oops," said Froggy, and he flopped back into his bedroom to get dressed. Zip, zoop, zup. At the bike shop, Froggy said, "I want a trick bike." "But Froggy," said his dad, "first you have to learn how to ride." "Okay," said Froggy, "but I get to pick it out. That one." "Too big," said his dad. "That one." "Too expensive," said his dad. "That one," said Froggy. "It's the bike of my dreams." "Okie doke," said Dad. "Yippee!" cried Froggy. "My very first bike. But now I need a horn and a bell." "Both?" said Dad. "Okie doke." And Froggy got a horn and a bell. Honk, honk, ting-ling. Back home, everybody gathered around to watch. All of Froggy's friends were there, even Frogolina. "Okay, Froggy," said his dad. "Now hop on and pedal like mad. I won't let go." "Okay," said Froggy, "but first you have to put on my horn and my bell. Then I'll ride my bike." Froggy's dad put his horn on, honk, honk. "Now hop on and pedal like mad," he said. "I won't let go." "Okay," said Froggy, "but you still have to put my bell on. Then I'll ride my bike." So Froggy's dad put his bell on, ting-a-ling. "Now hop on and pedal like mad," he said. "I won't let go." So Froggy hopped on his bike, flop, flop, bing, and pedaled like mad, honk, honk, ting-ling, zoom, zoom, zoom. But then Froggy's dad let go. "Froggy!" he yelled. "What? Hold on tight." "Yikes!" cried Froggy. His bike zigged and zagged and wobbled. He was falling, falling, falling. Thump! He fell on his bottom. Frogolina giggled. Froggy's dad helped him up and said, "Good job, Froggy. Now hop on again and pedal like mad. I won't let go." Froggy rubbed his bottom and hopped on his bike, flop, flop, bing, and pedaled like mad, honk, honk, ting-a-ling, zoom, zoom, zoom. But Froggy's dad let go again. Froggy's friends shouted, "Go, Froggy, go!" "Yikes!" cried Froggy. His bike zigged and zagged and wobbled. He was falling, falling, but he didn't give up. He yelled, "Whee!" and rode his bike up and down and up and down until dinner. All of Froggy's friends had gone home, except for Frogolina. "Watch me," said Froggy, "no hands!" And Froggy rode his bike with no hands, right smack into a tree. And he fell on his rump, thump. "Oops," cried Froggy, looking more red in the face than green. He was embarrassed. Frogolina laughed. At dinner, Froggy couldn't sit down. "What's the matter?" said his mom. "My butt's too sore." "Froggy got a boo-boo," giggled Polly. But in the morning, Froggy hopped on his bike, flop, flop, bing, honk, honk, ting-ling, zoom, 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 and popped wheelies. All all day long, going boing, boing, boing. Our next book is called Fox and the Bike Ride by Corey R. Tabor. It was the morning of the bike ride, the annual Tour de Tip Top, slow and steady there and back ride, plus snacks. The other animals were very excited. Fox was not. Every year it was the same thing. They rode up the tallest hill, ate snacks at the tip top, and rode right back home again. They saw the clouds. Would you look at that, says the turtle. They saw the ocean. Ooh, ah, say the frog and the elephant. And they saw the tall, tall trees. Bravo, say the bear and the rabbit. It was slow. It was steady. It was boring. Fox wanted adventure. Fox wanted action adventure. Fox wanted danger action adventure. Fox wanted high-flying, deep-sea diving, danger action adventure on a bike. Oh, and snacks. Fox wanted those too. Aha, said Fox. I know just the thing. After breakfast, it was time to prepare for the bike ride. Rabbit was in charge of plotting the course. Frog was in charge of photography, and Turtle was in charge of safety. Elephant was in charge of carrying stuff. She had the biggest backpack. She was also in charge of team spirit. She had the biggest heart. Bear was in charge of snacks. And Fox? Well, Fox was in charge of the bikes. And here it says Fox's bike checklist. Wheels, frame, gears, pedals, and seats, chain, handlebars, and secret red button. Shh. And there it says top secret, no peeking. There, everything was ready. Let the bike ride begin. Poof! The animals went over and over and over and up. They pedaled to the tip top of the tallest hill, where they always stopped for snacks. But they did not stop because they could not stop. Because Fox forgot the brakes. Fox! Fox! Fox, Fox, Fox! They're rushing down that hill. Boink! Chunk! The animals saw the clouds. Would you look at that, said Turtle. And there they go, loop-de-loop around. They saw the tall, tall trees. Bravo, said Rabbit. Bear was speechless. They saw the ocean. Ooh, said Frog. Ah, said Elephant. Walk, said the chicken. And they forgot all about being mad at Fox, except for Elephant, who never forgot, but was quick to forgive. Gurgle, glub, burble, said the animals, which possibly means best bike ride ever. And here they are under the ocean. Or maybe it means sharks. Uh-oh. Suddenly, it was all danger and action and adventure. Flash! And they make a quick getaway from those sharks. And snacks. Finally, it was snacks. Well, not for Fox. His snack was nowhere to be found. See the chicken out there? That was his snack. Said the animals, which was almost certainly meant to mean best bike ride ever. It was the evening of the bike ride, the first annual Tour de Tip Top, high-flying, deep-sea diving, danger action adventure bike ride. The other animals were plumb full and very sleepy. Fox was not. Our next book is called Bike and Trek by Elizabeth Verdick and Brian Biggs. Trek is a rusty little fellow, a trusty little fellow, on 3 worn-down wheels. He sits parked in the dusty dark, Now that Lulu has outgrown me, he says, I sure am lonely. Through the years, he and Lulu had braved summer bees, skinned knees, wet seat, the big street, and the time when Tiny True said, uh-oh, no go. She's getting too big. One day, the garage doors opened. Grum. In rolls a happy young fellow, a snappy young fellow, on 4 spiffed up wheels. Hi, I'm Bike, said the new guy, his streamers waving. Oh, I'm Trike. Trike thinks of his own scratches and patches. Beep, toots Bike. I'm a secret surprise. Lulu's birthday, thinks Trike. Bike is for her. Bike blasts past. It's my, first time, whoops, out of the store. Look out, says Trike, and Bike pops a wheelie, with thump. Bike, says Trike, soon you'll meet your rider. Lulu is the nicest. Watch this trick, says Bike, riding through hula hoop. Zazoom! Safety first, says Trike. Aw, back off, old timer, says Bike. I've got a need for speed. It's crowded in here, says Bike. Let's open the door. Ball pushes the button. Bounce! Grum goes the door. Bike rolls outside. That path looks fun. Let's race, Trike. Alone, thinks Trike, without riders? First one to the woods is the winner on wheels, says Bike. Trike knows each turn and twist in the path. Bike doesn't. I'll be the champ, yells Bike. If I win, you have to promise to let Lulu ride at her own pace. Bike nods. Okie dokie pokey. Jump rope forms the starting line, and the pom-poms cheer. Whistle blows. Go, go, go! Pedal, pedal, pedal. Trike's wheels squeak. His metal parts creak. Bike blows by. Pedal, 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 pedal. Trike pushes harder. Pedal, pedal, pedal. You can do this, Trike tells himself, for Lulu. And the way the two of us flew, Trike catches up to Bike. From his handlebars to his wheels, Trike feels a ping and a zing zing. His bell ring ring rings all the way, just like it did when Lulu was in the driver's seat. Oops! Trike's and Bike's back wheels go bump. Ouch! Bike shouts. Trike stops to help. Are you okay, Bike? Bike suddenly takes off. The wrong way. I'm going four-wheeling, calls Bike as he heads off the road. A shortcut. Dip, dash. Bike's gone in a flash. The cliff, Trike gasps. Bike doesn't know how steep it is. Trike has to head off Bike at the pass. Trike zip, zip, zips, calling, Bike, hit the brakes! The grass is slick. Trike loses his grip, and he tips. Crash. That was close. Just missed the cliff, says Trike. I guess we both went too fast, huh? Yes, says Bike. I'm sorry for showing off. I guess I have a lot to learn. I can teach you, says Trike. Bike leans over, streamers dangling. Here, take my handlebars, Trike. I'll help you up. Trike chuckles. At least one part of me is new. Which part? Asks Bike. This dent. Bike says, I like you, Trike. Thanks, friend. Bike and Trike ride side by side, one big, one small, two winners on wheels. The next day, a birthday. Lulu and True. Hop on, beep, beep, ring-a-ling. So Lulu got the big bike and True got the little one. And off they go. Our last book is called Bikes for Sale by Carter Higgins, illustrated by Zachariah O'Hora. Here's our sign. It says, Bikes for Sale, abandoned and discarded, found and restored. Come see Sid. They were new once, and then they weren't. This one belonged to Maurice. He rode it to the grocery store, through the park on 3rd Street that had the best lemon trees, and to the shop. No matter where he rode, he always had customers. He's making fresh lemonade. He was far enough from the grocery store and just beyond the snack bar in the park. Everyone loves lemonade, he thought. 25 cents wasn't all that much for some squeezy drops of sunshine. Besides, they'd get to keep the cup. After a while, it was time to ride on. Stay here, said the construction site man, thirsty from all the hammering. Don't go, said the dog walker, with lots and lots of leashes. Look at all the dogs there. But Maurice had more corners to try. This one belonged to Lotta. She rode it to the woods, through the ditch on 5th Street that had the best mud, and to the fort. No matter where she rode, she always had room for one more. Want one? She's handing out sticks to the beaver. Yes, please. She rode deep into the woods where the sun couldn't reach, and far out to the lake where the beavers kept their leftovers. Everyone loves sticks, she thought. They're the best thing to collect. Who else is using sticks? See the dog with one? They're using it as a limbo pole. They're using it to sword fight. Besides, sticks are free. After a while, it was time to ride on. Don't go, said the dog walker, with lots and lots of leashes. Stay here, said a bunch of boys who couldn't pick a favorite. But Lotta had more thickets to try. He rode, and she rode, and they rode all over. But what looked like a small stick was really a smash-up. And that was the end of this one. Oh, he crashed his bike. And Maurice walked home instead. And what looked like some petals were really some peels. And that was the end of that one. Crash! Her bike slipped on the lemon peels. And Lotta walked too. They were once new, and then they weren't. Maurice found some okay sneakers, and Lotta got galoshes, and they tried to forget where their wheels had gone. But sneakers weren't as fast as rubber tires, and galoshes weren't good for climbing. So the people were thirsty for sunshine, and the sticks stayed stuck to their trees. Meanwhile, to someone new, the rust sparkled. The deflated tires still held hope. Sid knew all about the bikes. The satchel told the stories of sugar. The bell ding-a-linged of a ditch. The sprockets remembered the mud and the lemons, the twigs, and the mint. On this side, Maurice wondered. On that side, Lotta maybe'd. And then they went in to see Sid. And Lotta rode her bike to the woods, through the park on 3rd Street that had the best lemon trees, and through the ditch on 5th Street that had the best mud. And Maurice rode his bike to the grocery store, through the park on 3rd Street that had the best lemon trees, and to the woods, and to the shop. They'd never ridden this way before. Look, the bikes are connected. They had new adventures. making lemonade, going on hikes, and in the pond. Now the lemons had more shine, and the sticks had more snap. And what looked like a friend was really a friend. And that's how friendships begin. They are new once, and then they aren't. And look they have a grand opening for their lemonade and stick store. I hope you enjoyed our bike stories today. The weather is getting nicer. It's a wonderful time to be outside and active. So whether you're out on a bike or a tricycle, you have training wheels, or you're just out walking in the sunshine, enjoy, and we'll see you next week.